Dude, I asked my mom the other day. I told you.
Yeah.
I was like, Mom, do you ever watch our podcast? And she's like, yeah, I was watching them at the point where you said that Brady fucks hot dogs or hamburgers in a bed.
That's like 2 seconds in. Call me a lot of things. Don't call me a burger hater because I'm a burger lover.
Mm-hmm. Takes burgers to bed and fucks them.
What?
She's like, yeah, I turned it off right there.
Yeah, that's literally the first 2 seconds.
I laughed my ass off. I was not expecting her to say that.
Well, it's crazy. Like, that's the only thing she has brought up because you have said far worse.
No.
Not what you mean.
That's
no.
up. I mean, maybe.
You have said far worse.
And welcome back to the Snack Run Podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Hernia, a.k.a. Never Lose Heart, a.k.a. Konoha Cafe, with my spooky podcast best friends.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to suck your blood. Your blood. I'm going to suck your blood. What's up, guys? I'm Brady Cardia. You can call me a lot of things. Just don't call me a ghost, because unlike your father, you could see me. I'm here. I'm present, and I'm part of your life. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Snack Run Podcast. We have a great podcast. Ryan, look at the set, man.
Bro, we killed it. I asked you to get some like little lights, and you came through.
And guess what? I got motherfucking. Guess where these are from? I'll give you a guess.
Hobby Lobby.
Nope.
Michael's.
Nope.
A yard sale?
Nope.
Where'd you get them?
Aldi's. It's a grocery store.
Oh, Aldi's.
I got them from a grocery store. I was shopping around, and my wife was like, "Hey, didn't Ryan tell you to get lights?" I said, "Screw that mother flipper. I'm not getting lights." She's like, "These are $2." I'm like, "Okay, fine. I guess I will get them."
Nice. These are $20. I got the lantern for 10, and then this one for 10.
Are these brand new?
Yeah, from Michael's.
Michael's.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of things about Michael's. He's a cutie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's hot.
You see that thing right there? Hey, Brady, cut to that camera.
Boop, boop.
That thing makes it smell nice. Burp. That thing makes it smell like fall.
It does smell like fall.
And then guess what?
What?
Once when fall's over,
Uh-huh.
I'll empty it and I'll make it an alcoholic drink cup.
That like the whole thing.
The whole thing.
One drink.
The whole thing. One drink. I'll make a like alcoholic Baja Blast. Put a giant straw in it.
Bro, I'm looking over and you're on Baja Blast my ass, daddy. That's
You know it, Dad.
Yeah.
Talking about
Just
dads.
A bunch of dads.
Talking about
gay.
dads. What do we have planned for today's podcast?
Do a sequel to 2.5 Men called Two Gay Dads would be kind of fun.
It's very progressive.
So progressive.
But not flow from progressive. More like liberal progressive.
So it's been, I think, Burger Day was like
2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, I think. It doesn't feel like 2 weeks.
Because life happened last week.
Right.
You know life. It fucking curb stomped our teeth fucking in. And, it happens. It happens. Can I say the F word yet? Is it 5 minutes yet?
Well, I was more like freaking out because like I was like, I thought curb stomping was something that just happened to one specific group of people, so I wasn't sure if like that was okay to say. I'm not sure.
No, it's just like
you can say life just lynched our balls off.
Lynch. I think lynch is also a bad thing to say.
Right. Okay. Life just circumcised us sideways.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like getting circumcised.
Dude, circumcision. When my touch-up days come around, mwah.
Yeah. To one Christian to another, we can acknowledge each other that we're circumcised.
Post in the comments below. Are all Christians circumcised?
Well, if they're not, they're Jewish. They get to wear those motherfuckers like hoodies.
What if like they wait till their foreskin's like big enough to like so they can wear it later?
What's that parody of 3000? There's a parody movie about 3000 where who did it have? It had a bunch of big celebrities in, and then they had to like circumcise the 16-year-old or the 18-year-old like when he turned 18, just right then and there. I was like, ugh.
All I remember is like Drake and Josh, or Drake was one of like those like superhero like knockoff heroes.
Oh my gosh, the superhero movie. He was Dragonfly, probably one of the best movies. Parody movies. I can't say best movie because honestly, I don't think it was that good, but it was a good parody.
All I gotta say, if Dragonfly, what's his name? Dragonfly.
Yeah.
Superfly. Yeah. If Dragonfly was there when Thanos was taking over, you bet your fat bottom dollar it would have been a different story.
It's funny because like Spider-Man 2002 just came out, and the fucking Hollywood was like, let's fucking make a parody about it. And they fucking did it, and it's like exactly just
it's not bad.
It's just the Spider-Man original Tobey Maguire Spider-Man plot, but as a parody.
All right, give me like a 2-minute rundown of your last 2 weeks and like I don't know. Make it funny.
Oh my
My bad. No pressure.
all the pressure is in on me.
Two gay dads present too much pressure to handle.
Two guys chilling in a hot tub 5 feet apart because they're not gay.
Or their dicks are too long. They don't want them to touch.
That's us. That's for sure us.
Yeah. You're just doing most of the stretching. It's like coming to my side. I'm like, no, get away.
Get. So 2 weeks, man.
Chopsticks.
That's a fucking long ass time. 2 weeks. That's a long time.
In if you're a kid, 2 weeks is a long time. But if you're like 50, 2 weeks is like that.
Yeah, so true. So 2 weeks have been not kind of chill, but just kind of just like moving through life, going through the motions. I've been doing a lot, drinking a lot. I've been watching a lot of sports, football seasons and I hope you don't ask me any questions because I like football, but I'm not one of those motherfuckers who like love football.
Don't ask me any questions.
Yeah, because there's like, here's the thing. If you don't know, football is like a sport where there's a lot of things to add on to it, and there's this like sports betting fantasy leagues, and those motherfuckers, they'll know every single characteristic about these motherfuckers playing on the field. I don't know Jim Thompson's high school he went to. I don't know his favorite hot dog flavor. So like I'm a casual watcher. I do a couple sports betting. I'll drink a beer, but I've been watching a lot of sports. Me and the wife, we've been figuring out just like life shit. We finally, about 6 months ago, we moved out from this fucking apartment, and we were like, okay, we're scotch free.
You guys have been here for 6 months already?
Yeah, and
Holy
the apartment
shit.
fucking called us a month after we moved out, and like, hey, there was all this shit, wasn't clean, and we had to like do all this. They were fucking bullshitting.
How much
us.
are they charging you?
They were trying to charge us $270 for like. So here's the thing: when you move into an apartment, you put a down payment. The down payment's supposed to cover any damages coverage. They not only took the down payment, they were also trying to charge us another $270 for like this made up shit. And I have pictures. I was like, hey, dog, you didn't have to rip up the carpets. You didn't have to fucking paint a new wall. I have pictures, but they wanted nothing. They called my wife the C word on the phone. They called me a little bitch ass motherfucker, dead ass bitch ass motherfucker. They called me it. So what they did is they sent that to collections. I don't know if you know what collections is. That will fuck up.
I do. I owe them a lot of money.
Yeah, that'll fuck up your credit. So for 6 months, I've been ignoring their call, but today's the fucking day. I just called them. I took the L. I was like, you know what, guys? I'll just pay it because I rather just
270.
Yeah, 270.
That's nothing. I owe my last apartment $5,000.
But the fucking thing, what's stupid about apartment living is when you first sign up, they want you to put the down payment or the deposit. They want you to put the deposit in. That deposit.
How much is your deposit?
The 500. The deposit was supposed to cover everything, and then they wanted to charge us additional shit. Was like, come on, man. Right. So like we were trying to fight it. AKA, I was just ignoring 20 calls a day because they would call me every single day, maybe 3 or 4 times. And every time I was just like, I'm not answering this. But today was the day I was like, we're just going to take the fucking L as a family. And like, we don't want our credit to get hit. We don't want fucking outrageous shit to happen. So we just fucking paid it. It like sucks, but it is nice to have that fucking lifted from our shoulders. Yeah. Because like now we don't have to fucking worry about it.
One last payment to worry about.
Yeah, because like they were just
have other things to worry about.
Because that's the thing is like I have pretty good credit, but my wife, you know.
Oh, my credit went up 3 points.
Oh, look at you, man. But no matter what, like doesn't matter what like position you are with your credit, if you get dinged from collections on your credit, that'll fuck up a lot of shit.
I don't think they ding you.
They'll ding you over a certain amount of time. So when we talk to the collection people, what's like messed up because the apartment said like, hey, if you don't pay this, we're gonna send it to collections. They already sent it to collections. They didn't tell us they sent it. So when we called them, we thought we were talking to the complex. They're like, oh, yeah, this is collections. And we're like, what the fuck? They're like, good thing you paid it off today because tomorrow we were going to ding your credit. I was like, these motherfuckers. I'm like, oh, I hate shady people. Yeah. I hate shady people so bad.
I hate shady apartments.
Bro, it's just like apartment living is already hard enough nowadays because like how fucking skyrocketed all the like complexes are.
I paid so much for my... my deposit for my new apartment, my new place.
Yeah,
I paid a butt ton.
Yeah,
like 16.
And that's the thing. Like
that's a lot for me.
Maybe not that much. That's like a shit ton. But like that's the thing is like if they're gonna ask for a lot for the deposit and stuff, I better get some of that money back. Like you better not fucking take it all and then still bill me extra money. I'm like, I don't want to pay that much. I don't want to fucking pay that much.
Was that kind of your week?
That's kind of my week. Got to hang out with the family a lot. That was super cool. My parents' relationship, it's a 50-year-old relationship, so you know how those go.
It's like 30, right?
Yeah, it's something like. Well, they're both like in their 50s, so like when you get in your 50s, you're like, gotta fucking die with someone. So
You die with me, I die with you. Come on, we'll be death partners.
We'll be death partners.
So honestly, I can't remember shit from my last 2 weeks.
Yeah, and you can't remember shit from 2 hours ago.
I can. I was sleeping. I remember my dream.
How was it?
I live almost like half my dream and half in like real life.
You don't want to hear my dreams.
Yep.
They're just inconveniences. They're not
I
dreams.
you just black out.
It's blackouts, but if I do have dreams, they're just inconveniences. Dream yesterday, lost my wallet. That's it. That's my whole dream.
That blows.
That's my whole dream.
I had a dream today that I couldn't open my mouth. Like I had like a medical condition. I couldn't open my mouth.
Oh.
And I was doing an interview, and I kept trying to tell them I can't open my mouth, and then I didn't get the job.
Damn it.
It's so dumb. Anyway,
that's so dumb. You should have got that job.
2 weeks. It's been solid. I'm back in like the vending art scene basically. So for like the last like 4 some years, I've been like doing art shows and creating art and selling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Took like a full year off, and basically I'm back. I did an art show 2 days ago, and it was like so much fun. I call them art shows because like I'm selling my art at like an anime convention, but it's not a convention, but it's like an anime show, but it's also like a car show, but like there's other vendors there who are selling their merchandise that's not art. So it's like kind of a weird
nowadays car enthusiasts and anime enthusiasts kind of go hand in hand.
But I always think that there's like two kind of cars lovers. There's like classic car lovers, and then like street car lovers.
Yes, street car is very different. That's where you come in. I feel like you're more in the street car environment rather than the classic, like the old heads.
So I guess I was vending at a live event, basically, I'm trying to say. And it was a lot of fun. I made my goal money. I had a really good time. My girl was there. She's so wonderful. She's like kind of really nervous all the time. So my mom was coming to the events.
Nice.
And I didn't tell her that my mom was coming to the event because like that would like kind of like freak her out a little bit.
She probably wouldn't even show up.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Moms are scary.
Oh, my mom's really sweet.
But
my mom.
And I know your mom. Your mom is very sweet, but to a nervous girlfriend, that could be life or death.
She walked up and she was like, okay, it's like she's talking to me. My girl's talking to me. I saw my mom in the distance, and I saw them walk up, and like right when she got to my booth, I was like, oh hey mom, and then like I wanted to kind of like not surprise her, but kind of wanted to like not tell her because she'd be nervous all the way up. Anyway, it went really really well.
That's awesome.
Me and my mom is meeting half my family because I have like no family.
Yeah, you have like 2 members.
Right. So the art thing went really well. I fasted for 2 days, 2.5 days.
On purpose or on accident?
It started on accident.
Nice. But then you were always so fucking into it. You were like, I'm fasting now. I'm like, because it started with like, fuck, I forgot to eat for 1.5 days. And then you put on social, you're like, hey guys, I'm fasting for 2 days. How am I doing?
I didn't tell anyone.
No, you did.
One person, I think. Because I didn't want anyone to worry. So yeah, exactly. I started off with actually not eating for a day.
Yeah, then you're like, fuck it, I'm fasting.
Yeah, and then I was like,
if Christ could do it for 17 days, this motherfucker could do it for 2.
Jesus did it for 30 days, I think.
That motherfucker, he knows how to ball hard.
Apparently, for religious purposes, you're only supposed to go 1 day.
Well, yeah, because you'll fucking die.
Yeah, so I went 2.5 days. I tried going 3. I made it like 54 hours, something like that. Was
it terrible? I would imagine that's probably the worst experience you could ever do.
I got weak. Yeah. I got weaker. I usually take a nap on my breaks, on my lunches, and it was hard for me to get up. Like I pushed myself up off the floor. Yeah. Like it was hard. And then my tummy hurts.
You know why? Because you have no fucking protein in your system.
Every 6 hours I had a cheese stick. So bam.
I don't think that's fasting.
Yeah, it is.
I think fasting's like absolutely no food.
Right, for sure. No, I agree.
You did Ryan fasting.
No, I mean to ease into it, like going like eating somewhat normally to like nothing. It's hard. It's a shock.
No, 100%. And I know like certain religions they do like water fasts where they'll only drink water for like 2 weeks. I'm like, what the fuck?
I lost weight. I lost like 5 pounds, 4 pounds.
And that's the one thing about fasting. Like that's the fastest way to lose weight, but the most unhealthiest way to lose weight. But I'm like, shit, man, am I about to fucking fast forward 2 weeks?
I didn't want to lose any muscle mass. I mean, I don't have a ton to begin with, but I didn't want to lose any.
That's the hard thing about losing weight. You will lose a lot of muscle mass. Just like, unless if you're fucking in the gym twice a day, fucking repping out fucking weight.
Jeremy said I shouldn't lose too much, but
the first to go is usually fat, and then it's muscle mass.
I just didn't want to lose any like girth in my dick.
Oh, don't worry, buddy. You already lost all that.
It's already retracted back inside me. Sweet, brother. That's been my 2 weeks. It hasn't been super crazy.
Not too crazy. Well, I know it's been a while since we had a good old OG podcast. Yesterday was a good old, or not yesterday, last week you guys saw the good old burger episode. That was pretty scrumptious, pretty good. But I think we're going to go back to kind of reading some news headlines and like talking about it. I know I got some news headlines in my big old cranium, but
how about we just talk about what's on your brain real quick? What's on your brain, dog?
So what's on my brain, bro? Have you been seeing the videos of the spear?
Joe Biden and Trump talking.
Oh, I love them. They're both really great guys.
I agree.
They're such good friends.
Trump is a rascal, but you know what? It wouldn't be America without him.
You know what he just said?
What did he just say?
For some reason, I thought he was in prison. I guess he's not, because all the stuff going on with him. I guess he's not. But he just said, he's like, "Is this America?" No, that's more of Obama. How does he talk?
America?
I just watched a comedian. He told me how to. He didn't tell me personally in his bit. He texted me how to do
Was
it.
it Shane Gillis?
I fucking love Shane Gillis. Yes, it was.
I told you to watch that,
bro, and I never did, and then I did. He's so good. You know why he's good? Because like he grew up like hickish, but now he's like not hickish.
Remember I told you don't watch with your girl. Don't watch your girlfriend. Don't watch with your wife.
You know what's so funny? I watched. She was there. She wasn't watching it, but she was there. And then he made like a bunch of things about like 2020 because the stand up I watched was his 2020 bit, and I was like, she's like, how old is this? And I'm like, 2020. She's like,
is that brand new? Watch the brand new one?
No, I didn't watch the brand new one. I watched the 2021. It's like right. He had a stand up right when COVID ended, and he had so many COVID jokes. And I was like, fuck, do I miss COVID? I think I miss COVID.
Wait, do you talking about the Washington like tour?
Yeah, the one. Oh my fucking gosh,
that's the new one.
That's the one I watched with Alexis. That was the old one. I watched the new one where he talked about George Washington's teeth, and I was like, that motherfucker. Like in the history books, they just say it's wooden teeth, but it's not wooden teeth. It's fucking slaves' teeth. Donkey teeth, horse teeth. Like, no wonder the fucking British was scared of him. He was a man of few words.
You couldn't talk.
They're like, he had this one bit where he was like, yeah, the British didn't think America was coming because they're like, only R-word people, I don't know if I'm going to say it, but only R-word people could cross the river, but they weren't expecting a 6'7" ginger.
Oh, and then like he used the R-word so much that like he was like, all right, full disclosure, I have like R-word, I think uncle or nephew, and
I have the pass. I have the R pass.
Yeah. But yeah, I watched it and I was like, that was really good. And I told you, watch this. This one's solid.
No, he's a funny comedian. But anyway, going back, Trump just said, he's like, I'm going to make it where if you get robbed, expect the robber to be dead on their way out. He wants convenience store workers to have the right to shoot robbers when they like rob their stores. I'm like,
that's wild.
I'm like that. Like Trump is basically saying like, hey, if you're expecting to rob a store, expect to get shot at least 1 or 2 times. And I was like, this motherfucker is wild. They're like, yeah, you shouldn't rob a store, but you shouldn't,
you shouldn't not rob
commit arson just because someone's robbing your store.
Right. Just because you do one bad thing doesn't mean you should get shot.
You know what our parents used to say? 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 2 rights make a left.
And 2 dicks make you gay. You can suck one and not be gay.
That escalated pretty fast.
Well, I think it was the same realm.
I think this is probably
if
the
Trump's
point.
Going to prison, if Trump's going to prison, what do you think he's going to do in there? Do you think he's going to be a power top? No. You know his orange ass is going to be a bottom.
He's going to be a Dom bottom.
He's going to bottom.
He's going to be such a Dom bottom.
He has a monopoly on all the dicks in prison.
Man, I wish I could do a Trump impression. It's like,
if I heard it, I can probably.
Yeah, I can't do it on the fly. Like I want to do a bit where it's like, I tell you, I sucked the biggest, maddest dick yesterday. What was it? Sean? Was it Sean or what's
Shane
it?
Gillis?
Shane Gillis. He explains it so
He's
well.
doing really good Trump.
He does really good Trump and he explains it so well, and it's so easy. I just need to hear him explain it because you need to break up. You need to have like a certain sections of the sentence. I just can't. I've never been good
How
with.
about you master Trump and I'll master like Obama?
I think I could master Obama. Like, to my American people. No, that's not good. Fuck. Take that out. Take that out. Please take it out.
I love Daniel and Arnold.
Daniel, I love that kid.
I'm going to pre.
I'm going to pre. That's one thing we did. We saw the Game Grumps live. The Game Grumps live.
Yeah, we did. That was on my October dump.
Oh, I thought you meant bucket list. That was on my bucket list. I went to see Arnold and Daniel.
I've been wanting to see them live probably for like a year now.
And you know what? Me personally, I don't think they disappointed.
No, yeah, especially because like I knew you didn't know what was going on. Like you didn't expect anything.
Not a fucking clue.
And what I enjoyed the most, and like I'm not trying to be a dick, but like what I enjoyed, one of the things I liked the most about that show is that it didn't smell bad. Like, cause some of the fans are just degenerates.
Here's the thing.
And furries.
We got a lot of furries.
And degenerates.
Even if so it was a live show where they brought people up on stage. And the people they brought up on stage like, oh yeah, that's for sure a Game Grumps fan. That's for sure a Game Grumps fan.
Sometimes,
I think
yeah.
One of them was blatantly said, I would have sex with this Sonic character because I'm a furry. And then it was like, Danny.
I was like, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah. That's the one thing like I liked about it. Is like, it was just super, it cut us on our feet. And I was like, you know what? This is fucking good. Because a lot of like.
A little bit of improv, a little bit of
scripted scheduling and stuff like that. And improv helped as well. Because I feel like a lot of YouTubers, like podcast YouTubers, their live shows are like, hey, come down to this theater and just watch us talk. It wasn't that. What I loved. I loved how
a tiny bit boring unless they're like really on their A game.
But like so hard just to be like on your A game. Like, but I loved how they had like a script and they were following. They had a plot line and stuff. And hopefully we're not giving too much away from it.
Oh, we shouldn't talk too much about it. But they made it interactive. There was mostly scripted with some improv. Mm-hmm. It was totally worth it. It was like 45. Mm-hmm. I will say the merch was weak.
Merch was weak. But you know what? There's actually no but. I think like that would be a majority of their sales is merch. But to be fair, there still was a huge ass line. Like a huge ass line still for the merch. So like, true. Okay, because even like we went before and we're like, let's get merch. And the line was like hefty, not super hefty, but hefty. And we're like, okay, maybe not. Let's get merch. So we waited after. Mm-hmm. And then after we were like, okay, let's get merch. The line was even longer.
And then who headlined for them was Dadbot. And we were walking in the hallway and I was like, Brady, was that Dadbot? He's like, I don't know what it even looks like.
Yeah, I actually have never heard the name Dadbot ever until.
Did you watch him punch out?
I did not watch him punch out Matt.
Really?
No, I didn't watch that.
Okay, so
I watched the main fights like KSI and Logan Paul.
So late 2021.
Yeah,
they had Creator Clash.
No, I know what happened. I know what. I didn't watch that. I didn't watch the like little fights. I watched the main fight.
Trained for like 6 months to fight Dadbot,
and then he got wrecked.
And in I think like 50 seconds, Dadbot punched him out.
Yeah. And like I feel like Dadbot is still kind of riding that wave, because even in his show he was like, "How long did it take for me to punch out Matt Watson?" And like,
did you say that?
Yeah, you said that. You might have been in the bathroom, or you were just there, whatever. But like, he was still riding that wave. That's of like, funny. Hey. But to be fair, it was a Game Grumps show, and the Game Grumps are very familiar with like Super Mega. So
yeah, they raised them.
They did raise them.
It's just kind of funny they brought it up because like they're canceled right now.
Yeah, super canceled, but you know,
Super Mega canceled.
Super Mega canceled.
That should be their new show. Super Mega canceled after dark.
Yeah, after dark.
Snack Run canceled after dark.
After dark. Anyway, we have a couple headlines we want to talk about.
Sure. Yeah.
So we got a couple ones.
Hold on.
What's up?
I saw Creator.
Oh, what's that? Tell me about that, man.
So Creator is this new amazing sci-fi film that just came out, and it's all about AI and like robotics.
Man. You're saying amazing with a hard A. Is it really that amazing?
As your first anal, yes. Receiving and giving.
Oh, wow. You're power bottom. Just like Trump.
Thanks, man. Like, my legs all like spread out and stuff. It was super good. Mm-hmm. It was really, really good. I went in with IMAX, and I went to my IMAX theater, and guess what? Completely 1,000,000,000% pitch dark in there. I went outside like, hey, everything going on? Everything okay? And then they're like, yeah, we just can't get the theater to work. And so they refunded me, and they gave me a free movie. So I'm going to go see Creator in a different theater that was like not as HD. But it was still really good. It was like 2 hours on the dot.
But hear me out. Imagine if you saw it in IMAX.
Ooh. Dude, in MaxiPad, it would have been pretty solid.
Yeah, it would have been really solid in MaxiPad.
I agree because like in some parts of the movie were kind of blurry. I was like, no, if I had a MaxiPad right now, I can see better.
The MaxiPad makes me see so amazing. 2020 MaxiPad.
Yeah, and then it was really good. You know what? Mm-hmm. This is gonna be the official snack bite for that movie. So, the main actor killed it. I will say that I didn't see the twist coming at the end. You know what? Yeah, I didn't see it coming at the end. I will say visually it was gorgeous. Mm-hmm. It's definitely something you want to see in IMAX if possible. I know it's extra $5 if you're not part of it, if you're not a member, extra $5, but so freaking worth it. Yeah. I want to watch it again for sure, but ending was like a tiny bit weak. No, I lied. Tiny bit was like, you know what? Okay, so the unpredictable ending like 5 years ago is now the predictable ending these days.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it like a crisp 8 out of 10. Okay. Just solid. There's better things. There's worse things.
Of course. I mean, you see Oppenheimer, you see Barbie. There's like a better thing, then there's a worse thing.
I'm at like 48 movies in theaters this year.
Oh, fucking nice. I want to get, so you go to AMC, I want to get those fucking stub tickets so bad.
Yeah.
And they're not bad price, honestly. They're not like, if you watch 2 or 3 movies, you're good.
Yeah, if you
got your money back.
If you watch even just one movie a week, every month, you double your money.
There's just sometimes I'm like, is there even one movie to go see? But I guess even if it's a shitty movie, it's still a fun
I've watched a handful of shitty movies lately. I watched A Haunting in Venice and I watched Bottoms.
How was Bottoms?
Not good.
Nah.
But everyone in Rotten Tomatoes audience score gives it like a 90%.
Maybe you just didn't like it.
I think I talked about it one time in the group chat.
Yeah, you did.
And it was like 2 lesbians start a fight club to get laid.
That's a good fight club.
That is a wild sentence.
That's a fight club I want to be a part of.
And it was like kind of off-putting because like every once in a while like someone's arm would get chopped off or like someone's dick would get smashed in or like it'll just show something crazy and I'm like, wow, like what is happening?
Maybe it just wasn't for you. Maybe the people it was made for, the lesbians. Maybe they enjoyed it. Maybe they were like, wow, I love that shit.
Yeah. So if you're a lesbian, go catch Bottoms. You might love it.
And if you're Ryan, don't catch Bottoms because you might not like it.
Yeah, let's get over some headlines. Just like
go over some headlines. I have some headlines. If you want to go just through yours, and I'll go through mine, or we could go back and forth because I got some pretty fun ones. Oh wow, yes, that is a picture of your IMAX theater.
They redid it. They redid everything, and
they put one more strip of LED blue lights.
You could just say it looked cool.
Oh, sorry, it looks cool.
All right,
what am I supposed to look at that picture? It's fucking the hallway.
There's about 10. In here,
okay.
If they're just whatever to you, just one sentence, if they're like kind of interesting, like you know what I heard about that, unacceptable. The police were called to the Saw X editing suite when neighbors reported noises of someone being tortured to death. And in quote, he was like, "Actually, I'm just working on a movie. You can come and see it if you want." What's
the editing booth like? Just in a random house?
Suite, like a
like a hotel suite.
No, I think you go to like maybe like a shopping area and like a suite 105 or something like that.
Okay, so someone's just shopping at a good old Kroger store, like look at these eggs, and they just hear.
Yeah.
I mean that's cool. I'm not a big Saw guy. I think all of them are super repetitive.
I think you gotta kind of start getting into like some kind of horror movie because like, come on, dude.
Five Nights at Freddy's. There you go.
What if you actually get scared?
I think I will be. I mean, here's the thing. I'll be scared for like the first 30 minutes. Then like another 3 hours come into it. I'm like, I can't be scared for 3 hours.
That's a good thing you bring up. Like, will it still be scary?
Absolutely
an hour
not.
and a half in.
Absolutely
an
not.
hour in.
Absolutely not. I will think it will be surprising because Matt Pat, our good old buddy Matt Pat over at Game Theory, he's a good friend of ours. He just came out with a video saying like how they're collectively like combining all the different games into like one movie. I'm like, that's kind of cool. It's keeping us on our toes, even if you know the games. Like, I don't. I don't either. I know
the gist of it.
I know. I actually, you know me, I'm a good old 4-hour lore video type of motherfucker.
How do
So
you watch?
I've watched all of Matt Pat's videos about FNAF and other YouTubers' videos about FNAF.
They sound like gibberish to me because I don't know anything about the genre too much or the series.
I know a lot about it, but I think it's cool because it's not just going to be based off of the first game. It's going to be based like they're combining all the games into one movie. What's kind of cool. So you're going to keep you on your feet.
I think there's a lot of fluff in the series, so I think that it's good that they're going to kind of combine and kind of jump over some
I just
fluff.
hope like hardcore FNAF fans, they're just not like, oh, this didn't happen in the first game, because they're combining like all three main protagonists, not all three, but like same main characters in every game, and they're putting them in one movie. It's like
we'll have to watch it.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, I just hope the FNAF like hardcore fans are like, well, they weren't even alive during the same time, so this is not canonally correct.
Well, like
shut up, just watch the movie.
Yeah, you dumb nerd, you dumb furry. I saw your bitch ass at the Game Grumps live show.
You smelt bad.
You were the one person I was talking about. Even more interesting than that is that I lost my train of thought. Anyway, next one.
I was like, damn, I can't wait to see what's more interesting than that. And then you're just like, nothing.
I really did have something to say. I
You like lost it as soon as you started saying the sentence.
Yeah. Anyway, fuck you. A film about the Ocean Gate Titan submersible incident is in the works.
No way. That's fast. That's a quick turnover.
Yeah, it's on deadline tonight.
Watch the fucking son who was at the Blink-182 concert be funding it. He was like, we gotta make a video. We gotta make a fucking movie about my dad.
I gotta catch Blink-182 again.
Nah, I think that's way too fast. I mean, like, they're... because some people
only the families of 8 rich people are gonna be sad about that.
Yeah. No, you know what? People are very entitled, because I brought it up like during the event, and like some people are like, "Oh my gosh, that's too soon." I'm like,
"Oh my gosh."
They kind of they knew the risk. They knew what they were going to, and like it's not like fucking 4 different governments were telling them not to do it, and they still did. So it's like it's kind of on them.
Also, I think we forget a lot of times. I think we forget all the time. It's a fucking free country.
So they could do what they want.
You're free to go into a little aluminum submarine into the ocean, or you're free to make a movie about it.
Just like the fucking new iPhone. It was made out of titanium. Of course it was fucking cracking.
Bro, I almost bought that shit.
Don't do it. Get the 14.
I might still get it.
14 Max.
I might still get it.
You drop your motherfucking phone like 24/7. You fucking play b-ball. You play pickup ball with that phone.
I'm gonna pickle your ball if you don't shut the fuck up.
Hey, nice.
All right, Michael Gambon was one of the most brilliant, effortless actors I've ever had the privilege to working with. But despite his immense talent, the thing I will remember the most about him is how much fun he had doing his job. Daniel Radcliffe on the passing of Michael Gambon.
Oh, good old Michael Gambon. That is, don't tell me, Ganondorf.
Yes, it's Ganondorf.
No, I'm kidding. It's the fucking wizard from Harry Potter.
Yes.
The main.
He was the one who was able to like bend metal with his mind.
What's his name?
No. He had like the mind powers.
Yeah. What's his
We
name?
probably shouldn't be making fun of a dead guy.
No, I mean I'm not making fun of him.
Me neither.
That's you,
Me neither.
man. That's
No,
you.
it wasn't.
You're fucking saying. He's the fucking wizard from. Man, we are some hardcore Harry Potter fans. Gandalf. Gandalf the Great.
Gandalf the Great.
Or is that Lord of the Rings?
He's Gandalf the Black.
Wait, isn't Gandalf Lord of the Rings?
Maybe we just cut this whole segment out.
Nope, we're not. We're gonna keep it in, baby.
Since we don't know anything about Harry Potter, we'll move on to the next
I know
one.
a couple things.
Name one thing about Harry Potter.
They're making an HBO series with a brand new cast, and it's gonna be a TV series.
Harry comes from the root Latin word "har," which means power bottom, which is what Trump is.
They incorporate that one time traveling element where like you could do. It was always supposed to happen type of time traveling. Well, I actually kind of hate that time traveling because it doesn't make sense. So like, there's a part in the second or third Harry Potter movie where like Harry travels back in time to save his old self, but like if his old self died, he could never travel back in time. So like, it was always supposed to happen that he was going back in time to. I hate that fucking time.
Are you
travel.
saying it's a canon event?
Yeah, it's kind of like a canon event, but like, how the fuck are you gonna save yourself? Like, what was the first action of saving yourself?
There's 2 different ways that time travel is usually worked. It's usually there's one linear time, no matter what, or there's branches, and then decisions make new branches.
I love both. I think I like the branches more because that goes into the whole like universe type thing. But I also love the one linear thing. Like no matter what you do, it's never gonna change. Like kind of like there's a bit on an SNL thing or like a different, I think it was College Humor bit, where like this black guy kept
College Humor, I haven't heard that term
yeah,
in so long.
this black guy kept on getting pulled over by the police and getting shot by the police no matter what he does, and he was stuck in like a groundhog loop.
Yeah.
It like doesn't matter if he stays home, doesn't, kind of like a canon event. Like it doesn't matter what he does. That action's still gonna happen. It's like I don't mind that one because that makes it creative. Like
Oh, that one got my
it
face
doesn't
a little
matter
bit.
if you stay home. It doesn't matter if you take a different bus. Like
You're still gonna get shot.
yeah, you're still gonna get shot. So I like that one, but I also like the multiverse, like the timeline one.
The one that made me cry was like when Doctor Strange couldn't save his wife or his
Yeah,
girlfriend.
that's kind of like the canon event one.
That
yeah.
one made me really sad because like he really tried like everything to make her not die.
Yeah, and then motherfucker still died. Christine
Disney,
Palmer.
Disney live action Bambi remake will be modernized as a retelling, and then quote, I think that to be able to bring it to life for kids these days in a way that maybe they relate to a little bit more will be a service to the original.
So like, will Bambi be like a woke ass liberal?
So he wants to make no, he's gonna be like lit and like baby Bambi is in big trouble.
Baby Bambi's in big trouble because Baby Bambi was getting rizzed up by Little Gronk.
Lil Thumper is Baby Bambi the new Riz King?
Oh my gosh, and it's live action.
Yeah. So also
And low key, it's been. Oh, never mind. I was about to say
like 40
something
years.
fucking stupid. I was about to say, it's been a minute since we got a live-action Disney movie. Fucking Little Mermaid just came out.
Yeah.
So stupid.
and like there's some live action that go straight to Disney Plus too.
yeah.
Like the Toy Story live action went straight to Disney Plus last
I
week.
wish there was a Toy Story live-action.
There is.
There's not.
There is.
There's
There
not.
is. Look it up right now. Look it up.
There's
Look it
not.
up.
You're the
Look it
most
up.
motherfucking cap guy out there.
You are, dude. I can never get a straight answer out of you. You are the most you're the most curved dick dude I've ever met.
You're the most like not straight dick dude I have ever met.
My dick is like literally like so straight. Like
well,
power.
at least I'm circumcised. Yeah, I got him.
I can't imagine.
I fucking
having
got
a
him.
circumcised penis. Anyway, it says here that it'll be a little bit more. Hold on. It will be able to bring it to life. It says stuff.
You got it, guy.
Will be a modernized retelling. So, what if? So, like in my opinion, I only watch Bam like once or twice because like who the fuck cares about that wimpy ass deer?
Well, here's modernized. It's fucking forest animals. What do you mean modernized?
They're gonna give them fucking
has
like
the-
Timbs and a puff jacket.
Has like the forest changed over the years?
I got my puff jacket and my Timbs. Just need my bacon, egg, and cheese.
bacon, egg, and cheese.
My bacon, egg, and cheese.
Like, what do you mean by fucking modernized? Has the forest changed?
Let me finish my thought.
Okay, finish. Go on.
I want it to be like, okay, so like I remember watching like I think twice when I was a kid, and I'm like, okay, that was Liddy McFitty, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like 5 or
I
whatever.
like it when the parents die.
Shut the fuck up! Don't spoilers, you dumb bitch.
It's Bambi. It's fucking
So
came out in 1971.
When mom died, when mom was shot and killed in cold blood, it kind of didn't really go into detail what happened. Now I was always like, yo, did that bitch get capped? And maybe this time around it'll show everything.
Yeah,
Like a drive-by.
I'm just so like crazily confused about like what the fuck does modernized mean? Like it's the forest.
just told you.
It's animal. No, that's like putting more substance to the stories. That's not modernized. Like, will Bambi have like a jewel pod and like be fucking like wearing Timbs like you said?
Yeah.
I guess I'm just confused. Like, what the fuck does modern? Like, will Bambi be like gay?
Bambi's gonna be sus. No,
Sussy baka.
That's like 13 years old.
I wonder how good the animation's gonna look, because I didn't mind the animation for Lion King, and
Your
that came
mom
out
did.
like 7 years ago.
Your mom has good animation.
Hey, there you go. That's a good one.
This is a dumb headline. I don't know why I screenshot that one. This was for you, Brady.
Okay.
The Chicken Islands from the new movie Chicken Run, Dawn of the Chicken Nugget is described as Wakanda for chickens. And in quotes, it's a beautiful, natural place. We spent time just thinking about how would a chicken want to live, end quote.
That's not a fucking real one. Is that real? What the fuck? Oh, I know that series. That's the fucking claymation.
I thought you liked Chicken Run.
I mean, I thought you were making all that shit up, but no, that's real. That's real.
Oh
my
maybe
gosh.
Different podcast.
Did they really say it's Wakanda for chicken?
Yeah. Look at the first sentence.
What the fuck, man? What? So they have like a chicken tribe?
I thought that you liked Chicken Run. You say you like claymation, right?
I love clay. I mean, I liked it, but I'm
Mortis
like,
and Grimace on the moon.
I love Mortis and Grimace. And I also love Coraline.
I don't think those are their names.
But no, that's fucking okay. That just threw me off because I didn't think they were gonna make a Black Panther Chicken Run type of movie. I
never saw it.
Really?
It looked good.
I mean, it's like it's not like the best movie. It's like, oh, okay, that's a cool movie. I think you were getting confused with Fantastic Mr. Fox.
That's probably it.
I love fucking Fantastic Mr. Fox.
You like fucking foxes?
I love.
That's what you said. You literally said, I love fucking foxes.
But what does the fox say?
Anyway.
Not that. It goes, me, 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 me. Let's throw it back to 2012.
So a few days ago? Yeah, I know. Yeah, 2012 was a trip, dog. You were a sophomore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say something inappropriate, but I forgot this is a family-friendly podcast.
This is a family-friendly podcast.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was about to say I had a boner.
Yep. Fuck. I want to fuck your dad.
Whoa! That's not family-friendly.
It was.
It's okay. No one's watching this part.
Honestly, like, sometimes our podcasts get like 35 plus views, and I'm not telling them to watch it.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Who would have known? Who would have guessed?
Who would have guessed? Not us.
Not me.
Not us.
All right. A few days ago,
okay,
Scott Pilgrim dropped a new clip from their anime.
Bro, it's so good.
Did you love it?
It looks so fucking good. I am so excited.
Yes.
I am like beyond. My nipples can't get more harder.
Yeah.
Than I am excited for this movie.
Dude, if your nipples are any harder, you turn around and kill your wife.
Yeah, I was like, hey, you better duck when I turn around. Ching! Bro.
She's like, what?
Oh, my eye. I'm like, shut up. Bro,
I warned you.
I love
you
it.
Made me do this.
And like, it's just so funny because like I've been seeing the side-by-side comparisons of the scenes from the live action to this.
That's exactly.
Bro, it's so good. And like, I'm just so excited. And here's the thing. Ramona has never looked hotter. She looks gorgeous. Yes, I know it's a 2D animation girl, but give me this one thing.
Give me this one thing.
Give me this one motherfucking thing.
Give me this one thing.
She looks gorgeous, and she sounds gorgeous, and like it's crazy how like it's almost the original cast to a T.
Also, what I noticed about it was that looks great, by the way.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
While it is the original cast, they do sound different.
A little bit. I think because they have to like put more like cartoony vibes to it.
Yeah, and it's cool that they're doing a re-recording too, because like it would have been so fucking lazy if they just like they just like dubbed it over.
It would have not came good because like live action audio doesn't translate well to like cartoon.
If they're gonna cartoonize me, I would change my voice up a little bit.
No, you would talk with more like sympathy and like blah blah blah. You would talk with more like excitement.
More gusto.
More gusto. Because like in that in the clip their advertising is like when they're talking about like who's this girl, Ramona Flowers. Like it compares it to the first. It's like normal people, they just talk like normal people, like hello. But in cartoon, there's a lot more characteristics, and you gotta find the same feeling of like what the character looks like, and sounds like. Mm-hmm. So like I'm excited for it.
Yeah, they definitely made it more cartoony, which I think the audio sounds really good. Mm-hmm. I did laugh my ass off. They added some parts, they took out some parts. Overall, I think it's in good hands. I don't think. And they come out this month too, so we're going to be talking about it later.
Yeah,
as well.
I mean, let's just talk about just for a little bit. If there's one thing you're excited to see in this cartoon, it's an anime.
It's anime,
yeah.
But it looks like a cartoon.
Yes. What's one thing you're excited for this thing? Like, if let's say you have a bingo sheet, you want to check this off your bingo sheet. What's one thing about it?
I read the comic books, and Knives Chow's dad is like a samurai master who tries to kill.
That'd be cool.
Scott, and then Ramona's purse has like a space time.
It's like they only like barely hint at that in the live action.
Right. There's
like,
a lot of things they had to kind of gloss over. Yeah. I have a few things. So, there's one point where Ramona puts Scott inside of her purse.
Yeah.
And he's like inside of like a space time part, and while she saves him against Knives Chow's dad. Mm-hmm. And then I never got to this far in the comic books, but the Katanagi twins, twins.
Yes, yeah.
They have their own arc.
Yeah, the whole
and
entire
they never
arc.
even spoke in the movie.
You know what? I was like, I just figured this out, and after I figured it out, I was like, oh, that would have been so cool to see in live action. Knives and Ramona had a full fight scene in the cartoon, and they didn't have a fight scene. The only fight scene they kind of had was like against the lesbian girl when like Ramona had that phase. Like Knives and Ramona is supposed to have a full fight scene, so I'm excited. Like if they do that, I'm like, oh yes, daddy, please.
Yeah, so I'm excited for those arcs to be animated. The fight between Ramona and Knives' dad, then the Katanagi twins. They didn't even have talking roles.
Yeah, no. And I think the one thing I'm most excited for is Brie Larson to sing Black Sheep. That's probably one of my favorite parts in the live action. Well, it's super cool. So, like, if they could just do a whole musical number of her singing that, because that's one of my favorite songs to this day, is that Brie Larson song. I was like, oh, I don't even like Brie Larson, and I love the song.
I like Garbage Truck. I'm a
garbage truck.
Truck. I think I like it because it's like a nostalgia boner. I remember my friends listening to that on their iPods.
Oh, okay. Weakest to strong, not weakest. Just give me your weakest X.
Least favorite X or
least favorite evil X to your favorite.
The
evil
lesbian one. I think she's cool, but I only like the actor who played her. And then the coolest one.
Yeah.
Either Matthew Patel or something still Steven Stills.
Yeah, the actor. Or which one was Steven Stills?
Yeah, the actor. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you know what? Mine's not. It's not close, but it's not bad. I think my least favorite is Matthew Patel. I think he's the weakest. Like, there's no reason for him to like
his strength wise or how cool he was.
Both. I think he's the weakest. Obviously, for strength.
Fireballs.
He did have fireballs and mystic hot chicks. But I didn't tell him, Maddie. I just didn't like him. Bad vibes. It's between him and the lesbian. They're very close. The coolest one, I fucking love the twins. Or Gideon, the big bad. He brings it all together.
They gotta get voice actors for the twins.
They do gotta get voice actors for the twins. I want Gideon. Gideon has such a bigger part in the comics than he does in the like.
We should read the comics before it comes out.
I would love to like refresh on the comics and stuff. It's so good.
I have the first 3 volumes all in color. It's pretty sick. But Gideon, that actor, he went on to do like very, very serious roles.
Yeah.
And also, he was the main character in Asteroid City.
Oh yeah. No, I like the guy who plays Gideon and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm really excited for the new Scott Pilgrim anime.
Do you think it's gonna drop all at once, or do you think it's gonna drop like?
The Binger me say I want it to drop all at once, but you know, I for this series, since we already know the plot, I would be fine for it to drop all at once. If it was a series where we're like, okay, we don't know the plot, I wouldn't mind week by week, because then we could start theorizing like, oh, what's the next episode? But we know exactly what the next episode's gonna be.
Hard pivot. Is that cool?
Yeah, hard pivot.
So
that's a friend joke.
I'm starting my very non-anime girlfriend on anime next week.
Nice.
So I was thinking she's a little bit nervous. I'm thinking I'm gonna hit her with like the best of the best stuff first.
Oh shit.
What do you think about that?
Well, that depends. What do you think is the best of the best?
One of the best of the best is something like Your Name. Your Name is definitely.
I think she would like Your Name.
One of the strongest.
I was
movies.
so fucking scared you were gonna say something outlandish, like Mobile Suit Gundam or fucking.
I don't even like.
Or
Gundam
fucking
myself.
Like Bleach or something that would throw her off.
No,
that would throw her off so bad.
Something that's strong out the gate. Like Erased.
I think because like you can't jump into shonen with like new anime people. I don't think that's a shonen.
Plus, she's more like into like 1 mystery, 2 not mindless violence.
Like I've always said, I think that one's a great one. Or Erase is an amazing one. I think those like mystery ones or that one Summertime Remnants.
Rendering.
I think that one would be a good one too.
That one is really amazing. The only thing is that it gets crazy weird.
I think Your Lie in April is a good choice.
Oh my god, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
Also, I don't want to start off with like a long series because like maybe a snack bite. Because what if she like doesn't like it? You know.
I don't think a long series. You have to do short.
Or Suzume.
Suzume's a good
really
one.
well received.
Suzume, I think that one's good because it's a one and done.
The movies are one and done.
I would say, I would honestly say Suzume, then bring her into a more grounded short series. That might be the move.
Yeah, so like maybe like Your Name to Erased or Your Lie in April.
Yes, that's actually perfect. Like Your Lie in April to like, or Suzume to Your Lie in April, or
A Ghibli film.
Yeah, a Ghibli film or Suzume, anything like that. I think that's a really good call because it's just so hard. Does she like cartoons at all? Is she more like childish, or is she like?
So
what do you think?
Okay, so like we love Disney, but like we're kind of different Disney lovers. Like,
okay.
Like I think I told you that like she loves Peter Pan. I've watched Peter Pan I think one time my whole life.
Yeah.
Like she's watched it 5 times, 10 times. I love Extremely Goofy Movie and the Goofy Movie. She's only seen them.
Fucking love those movies.
Love them so much, but she's only seen them one time.
They're so.
I showed her
such a good movie.
I showed her Elemental. She liked it.
Elemental's good.
I watched it like 5 times. It's been on Disney Plus for a week.
You're crazy for that.
I love it. I love it.
I think that's a good call for her. I think those. So you're thinking Suzume, or you thinking Your Lie in April?
No, sorry. It's gonna be no. This is. I think that roadmap's gonna be. It's gonna be Your Name. It's going to be Erased because she loves murder mystery. She loves like crime scene shit.
But does she love music? Like, is she a musical girl?
Yeah, she sings really amazing. Like her singing.
You might have to go Your Lie in April, because
that one's 24 episodes and Erased is 12.
But you got to think about what she's gonna like more.
But she watches crime docs all the time, and then Erased is about like a murder mystery.
Okay, yeah, I think either one's a good option. I don't think either one's a bad. You can't fucking go in and say like Naruto. She's not gonna like Naruto off the bat.
Like she's not gonna watch a UFC fight. Like we will probably.
Yeah, I don't think that's bad. That's actually a good plan. I was so scared that you were gonna say something fucking outlandish.
I think honestly, one day. Fullmetal Alchemist, because like it's like really well written, like smart wise.
So fucking well. I think when she understands the formula of anime, she's like, okay. I think that's when you're able to
right
show
now,
her.
baby steps, exactly.
Baby steps, because you can't just show her fucking colorful hair and like all this shit. And like I think Fullmetal's a good one.
Yeah,
but
it's a culture shock if I just throw her.
And it's so weird. People always say like, oh, this is the best anime to start anybody. I'm like. Every single person is very different to like what they like.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of think about like what's gonna be their intro anime.
Like there's a person who just like loves like street fights and watching fights on like YouTube or like on Twitter or like Instagram, and they just love like violence, Attack on Titan, easy, right?
Have we talked about our intro animes?
Archer?
Our intro animes. Like
I think we both had a similar one.
I think I had a intro anime before I knew what anime was.
I kind of did too. So I've kind of watched anime a little bit on and off, and then the one that actually got me into anime is a very special one to my heart. Okay,
so go for it.
Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, that was your first one?
So I've always watched a little bit of Pokemon, a little bit of Naruto, but I was never like, whatever.
Same way. Tsunami, it had me by the grip, but I didn't know it was anime. So I would watch it here and there. And I was like,
Gurren Lagann though was the first one I had to find all of it, and I had to watch it all, and then after that, I got into it. Really.
Man, I wish my first anime was that badass. Like if Gurren Lagann, but I'm actually glad that wasn't my first one because that's so peak. Like imagine like your first anime being the best, one of the best animes you've ever watched.
Right. That's why I was kind of hard. It was hard for me to find the best one for her because I was like, do I start off with like shitty anime and then work her way up to like really good stuff? Help her.
I think you gotta start off with really good, but different categories of really good. Because Erase and Your Lie, Erase and Your Lie in April is just very different categories.
There's no killing.
It's also hard with rom-com. Yeah. Spoilers. But yeah, it's just different categories and stuff like that.
Imagine like starting off someone who's like pretty on the normal side with like JoJo's.
It's impossible. They would not want it. They would not want. I mean, JoJo's part 1 is pretty like more like it's more adventure. Like it's vampire hunting. It's not. Yeah, it's because they don't introduce the stands until like part 3.
It's more what's called like digestible.
Mm-hmm. You know what my very first anime was before I.
Yeah, tell me what got you into it. I mean, like it's fine that you dabbled here, like Pokemon. Everyone dabbled in Pokemon, right? So I wouldn't really count that. But what was the one that like got you like into it?
Oh man. Let's see if I pronounce his name right. It was on Toonami.
It was
Bobo.
Was it really?
It fucking was Bobo.
Jelly Man?
With the Johnson Man.
The Jelly Jiggler?
Bro, I fucking love Bobo.
What was it? The nose hair of truth or whatever? What was it?
And then, it was like the nose hair, and he had like his nose hair.
That's the nose hair!
Yeah, like it was, what's so funny, because Bobo, it was just a parody on anime. Like a lot of their villains and Bobo.
It was a gag anime.
It was a gag. It was like Gintama. And like a lot of their villains were other villains from other series, just like gag like related. So
Yeah.
that was my very first one before I even knew it was anime, because I was like, oh, this is just a stupid cartoon.
I'm a torpedo. It's like a torpedo woman.
Dog, it's so good.
Yeah.
Even to this day, you're like, you watching it, like, I'm losing brain cells. It's like, I can't watch it, but I'm going to watch it.
And like it's probably insensitive now. Like I haven't watched it today, and it's been a long time since I watched it, but I remember it being like kind of on like the wow.
Yeah.
That's
I would say he has probably one of the best shoulder pads in anime.
Those are just his shoulders.
Yeah, those are just shoulders.
Yeah, those are just Just if he takes off his shirt, it's just like a big rounded.
Yeah, he's just a bulky guy,
elbow.
a bulky, hairy nose guy.
So did you watch that? And be like, I gotta find out more.
You know what's so funny? I watched the entire series.
Really?
Yeah,
How many episodes is that?
YouTubed it. It's like 128, so not too big.
Did you ever watch Metabots growing up?
Metabots?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have.
So this is a series that like so few people have watched. So it was a little bit like Pokemon.
Yeah.
So in the future in Tokyo, right? Everyone if you're a cool kid, you got a Metabot.
Okay.
And so Metabots came in a all you got usually was a skeleton.
Yes.
And you can customize your Metabot, and you put in like a little the metal, and the metal has this personality. So it's like a SIM card a little bit.
Okay.
So you put the metal in the body, and it comes to life. And then you can use the watch to talk to it. And you can meta fight. So at school, all the kids have Metabots.
Really? I've never heard of this.
It's one of my favorite series because
No
it's like
way.
hand drawn and it looks gorgeous.
I love that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and I watched it when I was a kid. And so the Metabee was the main character, and Metabee belonged to a kid named Icky, and
Icky and Metabee.
Icky and Metabee, and Metabee was different because he was like broken, and he didn't listen to Icky at all. He was like, "Fuck you, Icky! I'm gonna do what I want." Icky's like, "You have to listen to me. You're my Metabot."
That was such a like early 2000 like character trait of like Pikachu not being like other Pokemon, or like Digimon, the main Digimon not being like other Digimon.
But dude, Metabee was like low-key black. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm about to use the Meta Force," and he was like doing this and stuff. He's like, I'm gonna cap this motherfucker. And he was like, he was like low-key kind of black.
I love that.
And it was awesome because they had to learn to like work together. And then his watch was like fucking like he didn't need his watch because everyone used their watch to talk to their Metabot, and but Metabee didn't.
I can't believe I've never heard that.
It was solid, and
you
they had
know,
powers and stuff.
You know, I do have to say, as much as people hate on 4Kids, and as much as people hate on Fox, like Fox X, I think. Jetix and stuff like that. That's what got our generation.
They brought it. They brought it over here.
Fucking brought anime into our knowledge.
Yeah.
I would honestly think if it wasn't for 4Kids, if it wasn't for Jetix, if it wasn't for Fox Kids, our generation would not like anime.
Right.
Because
I'd be into something weird right now. I'd be into like golf or some shit.
You don't want to be in fucking golf. Because like they brought like definitely 4Kids. They brought all the anime to our knowledge. They brought the fucking Sonic series, Sonic X, what was like so good.
Did you ever watch the 4Kids national anthem with all the characters?
Yes, it's literally so good. Sonic's part.
It's our national anthem.
That's our national anthem. They also brought Mega Man. He had his own series too.
The dub of Yu-Gi-Oh.
The dub of Yu-Gi-Oh. It's like it should have been me.
It should have been me.
Whenever your friend gets with a goth mommy, it should have been me.
She has those thick goth thighs. It should have been me.
And like that's the one thing. The 4Kids One Piece dub is very bad. Besides the theme, outlives all the other One Piece themes ever that has ever been created.
Yeah, I love that there's this one Seto Kaiba. Seto Kaiba is an absolute savage in the English.
Yes, he is.
There's one where it's like this. The context is like this: like workers are talking to Seto Kaiba, like, "Sir, it's gonna cost us millions." And then Seto Kaiba's like, "I'm the head of a massive corporation. Destroying people's lives every day is what I do best," or something like that. I was like, "Damn, fuck."
Bro, Seto Kaiba is him. Like, he's himmy.
And like he's like his swag is insane. Like he has like buckles on his arms for no reason.
Imagine having that much confidence to rock a collar that high up. The fucking collar. And then,
fuck you, Yugi.
And it's sad because like Seto Kaiba is just the start of it. You ever seen Pegasus with his fucking golden eye and his fucking red trench coat? Like Pegasus is the evolution of Seto Kaiba.
Well, Seto never goes away. He's always kind of there.
He's always there. But I remember, I think one thing was like, this is my like life now, is when I saw the Yu-Gi-Oh movie live. in theaters,
Oh,
and then
wow.
they gave you
Were
the.
they in a dome or something? I feel like they're in a dome.
Yeah, they were in a
I
dome.
watched
That was
it.
the final. You never watched the Yu-Gi-Oh movie?
I watched it.
Okay, yeah, the Yu-Gi-Oh movie was lit because you got trading cards when you walk in.
Mm-hmm.
So you get your tickets, they're like, okay, here's your trading cards. They're like, oh, little Karibo, lit. It's like the weakest, like, fucking Yu-Gi-Oh character.
Yeah.
So you're looking at Lil Karibo while you're watching the movie, and then Lil Karibo ends up saving the whole movie. I was like, oh,
That's awesome.
that's why I have Lil
It's been
Karibo.
so long since I've watched it.
Bro, I know the whole
It's gotta
fucking
be
plot.
like-
I know the whole entire fucking plot. It's so good. But
What we out of time?
it's about that time, man.
I can still power through the last four. I
You could power
just
bottom
shot.
just like Trump.
Gypsy Rose has been granted parole and will be released from prison in December.
Who's that? You're like, I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
give you like a one sentence synopsis of who
Okay.
this person is. A mom was kind of poisoning her daughter for a
Oh,
long time to
I-
keep her under wraps
I
and
know
keep
this
her like
story.
close.
I know this
And
story.
then she started online dating, found someone, stopped taking her medication.
They made a movie about
and then
that.
killed her mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, a documentary.
They
Yeah,
made a movie about that,
And
yeah.
then she went to prison. Now she's about to be out.
And fuck that bitch.
That was it. That was
Oh,
my
okay,
last
that's it.
one. Yeah. I took a picture of this. This is like a new hot and fire manga. It's called
Ooh,
Kagurabachi.
you know, our fans are really gonna love
Kagurabachi.
looking at that.
No, hey editor, go ahead and throw up the picture I'm showing you. Kagurabachi. I read the first two chapters out of three.
I heard it's gonna be the next anime.
Did you read it by chance?
I didn't read it by chance, but I saw. I am a Twitter user by chance, but
So,
I did see people say,
we're consumers though. We're Twitter consumers. We
"Yes,
just,
yes,
like,
we are.
absorb.
We are Twitter fiends."
What were you gonna say?
A lot of hentai on my Twitter.
Mine too, actually.
It's just like, get out of there. Like, I click on one thing, then like, because Twitter just like, or sorry, X. Shut the fuck up, Elon.
Yeah, fuck you, Elon.
They started doing the For You page, kind of like what like Instagram.
Curated stuff for you.
Yeah, and then like you click on one thing, it's like, oh, look at that, and then your fucking whole page is filled with it. And it's like, okay, I'm not that horny. I don't know about
I was
you,
only a little bit horny.
but now I'm like, oh, I'm over it. I'm over it.
Yeah, no, my Twitter is so horny, and like I'm not even trying. I can't open it at work. I can't.
I can't open it everywhere. I have a wife, and like my wife is on my phone all the time. I'm like, please don't get a notification.
Don't get on X.
Please,
Do not get on X.
please don't get on X.
Don't go on X
Then
video.
she gets on it. It's like, oh, okay.
Is this what you like? Areolas the size of your fist, huh?
Anyway, Ryan, it's about that time.
Bro, it's about that time.
It's about
wait,
that
I
time.
had to say something. Kagurabachi. I read it. Story a little bit bare bones.
Oh,
It's
wow.
fine. It has some legs. I think the art is its weakest point.
Really?
Some of the art panels are really weak.
What are we talking about art? Are we talking about like Hunter x Hunter art or One Piece art?
It's like
or
Hunter art.
oh, that's bad art.
Oh, by the way, Hunter x Hunter's back.
We were gonna talk about that. Maybe we could talk about that next
yeah,
podcast.
next podcast. But real quick before we head out, let me just show you like some of the panels from Kagurabachi. And like, look, it's still getting going. I get it. But some of these panels are really weak.
But I feel like if the story is good, but like if both not the panels and the story is not good, then like, come on, man. Well, what are you doing?
No, the story's okay. It's definitely still getting going. But there have been some panels that I'm like, dude, looks really
As long as
so
they don't
rough.
fucking follow the Hunter x Hunter formula, where it's just like there's a one little character on the side, and the full fucking page is filled with just dialogue and like script and stuff. And it's like, shut the fuck
There's
up.
been
I
panels.
don't. If I want to read that much, I'll fucking read a book.
Exactly. There have been some panels of Hunter x Hunter that are like literally just like dialogue drops for like 2 paragraphs per page.
Fucking hate that.
Anyway,
Fucking-
this looks a little bit rough. This is one of the more rough pages I found in Kagurabachi.
what I'm looking at is
Here, describe it.
basically a stick figure character. He's basically a stick figure. He's doing the same pose. Yeah, it's pretty rough. There's like terrible line work. The paneling's bad. I mean, is that just the style? Or is that just like a bad panel?
Well, that's just the worst page. There's better pages for sure.
There's no shading. Like they're doing the fucking cop-out thing where they just draw lines for shading. I did that too back in the day too when I had my own manga. But
I don't
it's
really
just
have
like
your own manga.
yeah.
Now I think it's only fair that I show you one of the stronger pages, just to be fair.
Man, that sucks. That sucks. But yeah, I mean, if they have a couple strong pages, but like, I will say being a manga is fucking hard, man.
To put out like 14 to 20 pages a week.
A week and keep up with consistent, like the My Hero one. That is
Oh my god,
he's fucking
so good.
He's something else. Like, you can't compare. I don't like comparing people to him because, like, him, the Guts creator, and there's probably one or two. I think
But the Guts guy puts out something every few months, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, not anymore because his series finished. But
no, he's dead.
And he's dead.
But yeah, you don't like comparing to Horikoshi?
Because, like, it's God work. It's like he's doing God's prayers in live action.
JJK's gotten better. JJK used to be really rough.
I think it just takes over time. Like, the more, it's like an art form. And it is actually technically an art form. Because the more you do it, the better you are going to get at it. Unless if you're fucking Oda, just drawing stick figures, and One Piece fans are like, yes, that's what I'm talking about, baby.
That's what it's all about. Have you been keeping up with One Piece?
I have.
Me too, actually.
Really?
Kind of weird, right?
Really?
I don't
Yeah.
know why I'm reading. I'm like, I don't understand half these characters.
Oh my god. Okay, that one's pretty good.
This
It's
is
because the
good,
shading. It's like the layout is the same, but it's like that one has shading. I think shading will make or break a panel.
Right, but it's kind of funny how, like, there's a map, and that page I just showed you, Brady, is only 3 pages away from the crappy one I showed you.
Yeah.
Like, this is like 3 pages later.
I think when it's not an important scene, they kind of rush through it. And then important scenes, it's kind of like anime. Like, the really important scenes, they
hype fights.
They fucking
hype fights.
They throw all the budget in, and they're like, okay, we're fucking, we might be showing you stick figures, but this scene's gonna fucking look lit. We're gonna fucking have Naruto moonwalking on the moon.
Yeah.
But no, do you think it has potential to be the next big thing?
Yes. I think it has legs. I think if, like, after, like, 50 chapters, if it can survive 50 chapters, it's getting an anime.
Okay.
It's strong.
Yeah. I mean, is it JJK strong?
But, dude, like, if every panel was quality like this...
Yeah, that's what Ryan's showing me. It's a pretty good action.
Everything
quality.
I'm showing Brady, I'm screenshotting and sending it to Brady as well.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, as much as I would love to talk about this new hot, delicious.
Look how amazing he looks. Iron Might, mwah.
I love how you just jumped to different panels. Like, we were literally just talking about that one manga, and then now we're just on.
Well, because you mentioned My Hero. So I
did. Iron Might. So now we're talking about My Hero, and he looks good. He's gonna get his fucking ass whooped, or I think he is currently getting his ass whooped.
No spoilers.
No spoilers, but I think All Might, he's not his prime. He's not there. All Might is not there.
Do you want to wrap it up, Brady? Because you're kind of not saying anything anymore.
You're just looking at your phone, motherfucker. I'm telling you, okay, this motherfucker, he's just looking at his phone, so I have to fucking provide content. Happens every episode.
Not every episode.
What are you currently doing?
I'm sending you the panel so you can show the audience.
Only if you could do that after the episode.
I gotta pee.
And I'm Mr. Mean.
And this is quality content that you enjoy.
You know how I get hyper-focused on, like, certain media?
Yeah, and sometimes about, like, your life, and then, like, go ahead.
It's WWE right now. I've been watching...
It's not Adventure Time?
Well, it's Adventure Time and WWE. I've been watching so many videos about Cold Stone Austin right now. It's crazy. I don't even like wrestling. But I've been watching so much videos.
Did you hear that The Rock's back? He did the people's elbow for the first
No
time
way.
he was back.
Wow, the good old Rock. Dwayne, they call him.
Dwayne?
Anyway,
Dwayne?
welcome. I was about to welcome them to the podcast. Thank you for watching the Snack Run podcast. If you guys like our content, please follow us on all our different platforms. We will provide those links at the description below.
Also, if you made it this far, I like to provide a new discount code on my personal art and merch store. Use Snack Run to get 15% off your entire purchase. That's right, baby girl. I'm looking at you. Wink.
I don't know who this baby girl person is, but thank you for watching our podcast.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you guys next time.
And I hope it's a spooky Halloween.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
He's gonna suck your dick from behind.
Blah.